beat.
Hello and welcome into a special edition of the Wednesday show, Slicey, Dicey. ABF is out buying some new gloves, so he asked me to fill in. The bonus with ABF buying new gloves is he gets 90% off. But let's go around with the panel. Mackernall, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just a warning to anybody that's on Kick right now, you may need to update your information and submit your ID, which is something I've been trying to do for the past 10 minutes, but it's giving me problems. Other than that, I'm doing good. Been playing Where Winds Meet, which is pretty fun. Something kind of weird in the game where you can talk to a chat, like an AI chatbot, and make friends with NPCs. So if you like talking to AI, is
it like that AI Jesus app?
I never used that, but it's basically like if you want to befriend an NPC, you have to have a conversation with an AI bot. So like this one guy was like, "Oh, I want to travel," and I was like, "Go to Africa," and he was like, "That's too far," and I was like, "Well, that's too bad. Go to Africa." And he was like, "Oh, maybe something like the Yellow or Yangtze," and I was like, "Yeah, perfect. Go there." And he was like, "Okay, we're friends now."
Nice.
Yeah.
Vicky, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty excited to be on the show today, and I'm excited more this weekend because JK has reminded me to actually buy Arc Raiders this weekend, so we're going to be checking out this weekend.
I'll be tuning in for that one. Nerd Slap, liking your attire.
Thank you. Yes, I finally got my new shirt from Ricky Berwick today, so shout out to Ricky Berwick for that. It was kind of great, like the one giveaway where I'm like, I'm probably not gonna win, but why not? I'll enter it.
A giveaway.
He did gave away 10 of these, and I was like, I never win, but why not? And then a couple days later, you won.
Did you tag him on X or anything?
Not yet. No, I haven't been able to do a post yet, but I will be. But of course, the one that I'm like, there's no way I'm going to win. It's for sure. Right. That says retard 4 times.
Very, very fitting.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's very fitting. I think this describes me perfectly. So
that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a good day. Looking forward to the show. Got a special segment close to the heart that I'm a little torn about, but
there's some green. I watched. Well, we'll pull it up in a minute, but I watched the trailer and it's like there's some green flags and there's some red flags, and it's like, I don't know. And we have a couple of other GC airs on the way, but work and stuff. It's an early on show.
Work being they're stuck behind a Wendy's.
Yeah. So we're going to start off today with a little PSA from Ninja Theory. They're a dev team over in the UK who made Hellblade 2: Senua's Saga. Because today is International Men's Day, an opportunity to recognize the positive contributions men make in our communities, but also to promote well-being for healthier and happier lives. With this in mind, we collected some resources we hope are useful, especially for men's mental health. So there's @CamZone offers a confidential helpline and web chat, as well as tips and guides on how to talk about mental health. Heads Up Guys, a mental health resource offering practical self-care tips, screening tools, self-guided courses, inspirational recovery stories, and international therapist directory. Chasing Stigma is a UK directory for mental health supporting services in one place. So if you're in the UK, that's a good one for you to check. Men's Health Forum, the leading charity changing the face of men's health. And Samaritans, of course, providing emotional support 24/7 to anyone who's struggling. So, if you're feeling a little bit down on this International Men's Day, head over to this Ninja Theory post. Plenty of resources to help you out.
But Ninja Theory, they do Ninja Gaiden, right?
No, they're the ones that do. They did Hellblade 2.
Hellblade, okay. Yeah, that might be better for your mental health than playing Ninja Gaiden, which will make you destroy everything.
Well, I don't know, because Hellblade 2 has some schizophrenia. That was the one with the audio, the audio thing where you'd hear stuff, voices, and whatever else.
All right, don't play either of those games if you're struggling with mental health. But there are plenty of other video
games.
Thanks,
King Cunt. Anyway, so I thought in the spirit of Men's Mental Health Month, all the curse bookmarks for today will be for the boys. So this one comes courtesy of Stuttering Craig.
I love it.
Hey, stop that! It's midnight. Give me that. No, sir. No more fiddle tonight. Got it? Inside with this thing. Go home. Hey, what did I say about the noise? It's the middle of the night. No more synth on the porch. Yep, you're done. I'm taking it inside. Go back to your bed.
There we go.
Hey, quit it. It's midnight. Give me that pipe. No more playing tonight. You hear me? Inside with this.
Love it.
Go home.
I love it.
Look at the ring cam. Not even up.
Hey, quit it. It's midnight. Give me those sticks. No more concerts tonight. You hear me? Inside with these. Go home.
You can tell at this point that it's AI.
It's midnight. Give me that.
By the way that she's talking.
No more playing tonight. You hear me?
Yeah.
Inside with this. Go home.
I mean, you never know. You could train a cat
Inside
to
with
jump.
this. Go home.
Hey, knock it off. It's midnight. Give me that thing. Hiss. No more didgeridoo
She
tonight. You
says
hear me?
this.
You said this, yeah.
Inside with it. Go home. Hey, knock it off. It's midnight. Give me these. No more symbols tonight. Understand? Inside. Go home. Hey, knock it off. It's midnight. Give me this. Hiss. No more gongs tonight. Understand? Inside. Go home. Hey, midnight aerobics now? The whole porch is shaking.
I love how
Volume
the
down,
woman
pause off the
changes
neighbor's
every single
nerves,
time.
and at least
as
cool down
well.
before 3 a.m., okay?
Right, yeah.
At least the cat stays the same.
Oh, that's great.
And then next one, a little video from my homeland.
Right, we ready? First time. Oh.
It's going. Perfect. I've done a lot of flooring in my day. I've done a lot of flooring, and when you get something to fit like that,
I just love his little dance away. It's brilliant.
Oh.
That guy was a UFC fighter, dude, and he had that slow motion every time he'd run. I'd watch him.
chicken dance.
And then this
Yeah,
one
when you
is
get something to fit on.
absolutely for the boys.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a bitch cutting around trimming
We've
stuff.
got this,
Like,
boys.
you get
Got
to
this,
go right
boys.
under.
We've got this, boys.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
oh,
I literally did this at work today.
Shit! This thing is huge, cuz.
That was a different row.
Lost it.
yeah, it's
I
bunch of,
just split up.
wait for it.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that it? Oh, we're back. Shit, we're back.
Holy.
Holy shit.
That's gotta be. Oh my.
Shit!
That is
Holy shit!
got to be a record. That thing is
Oh,
cruising.
Holy
Let's
crap.
go!
There it goes.
Oh!
That's so
That
good.
is awesome.
Dude, that
that's-
went like, I don't even know. I'm not great with miles, but
At least a mile.
Not in America. You can't do miles at this point.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I don't care.
So we started off Monday's show with a little bit of park hopping, and that's what we're going to do with this show as well. We're heading over to Japan this time. Just when you think Japan couldn't get any more based, Pokemon's new theme park requires visits to pass
Oh,
a
I saw
fitness test to access the entire park. According to the official website, guests who do not meet certain age and physical fitness / ability requirements will not be allowed to enter the Pokemon's Forest section of Poke Park Kanto.
This is
The park's-
specifically for Americans, by the way.
Yes.
The park's admission policy states that anyone entering Pokemon Forest must be able to climb unassisted a stairway of roughly 110 steps.
Based.
That's not even bad though. Like,
Not at all.
But
You can
to
do
be
that.
fair,
But
look
yeah,
at most Americans.
just
Like
take a long
and
time.
not just most Americans that go to theme parks. That's the thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Mate, you just go down to the comment section.
most of the
theme
ones
park.
here just have scooters. Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you, when you go, like when we went to Orlando, me and Nerd Slap went to freaking Volcano Bay. It's heartbreaking hearing that you're too heavy to go down a slide, dude. Like I was literally 2 pounds over. I was so sad.
I mean, I get it. Slides are fun, but if you're a grown man, probably shouldn't be sliding on slides
Whoa.
in the first
Whoa.
place.
I hear a hater right now.
Like I could go on it. I don't want to.
See, he strikes me as the type that likes to just chill on the lazy river all day.
No, I love roller coasters and shit, but yeah, lazy rivers are cool. The better ones are the tube that's like crazy river where you have like a bunch of people sitting in the
you would love
volcano. And then there's the people on the shoreline that can shoot you with the water guns.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, those are fun. Raging River, I think that was what the one that I used to go to was called.
Mm-hmm. All right, moving on to our first official topic for the day, and I have to say, coincidentally, this guy does kind of look like Nerd Slap in 10 years, just a little bit, you know. It's giving the vibes.
I mean, definitely the background is what.
Yeah, he's got the background.
Yeah. Here we go.
Welcome, everyone. We have a very special Stargate announcement.
This has been a very hard secret to keep for the last 18 months, but we can announce today that a brand new Stargate series is coming to Prime Video.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's so rare for the original creators to get to work on the new version of a show. This is a show for everyone, everywhere.
We're going to be able to do things that we could not do in 1997.
That is a massive red flag.
I strongly feel that the fans will watch this show and say, this is Stargate.
In that 25-year span, their enthusiasm
that's a green flag,
for Stargate has never
him
been.
saying that.
The one
that's
question that I
flag.
think so many fans are asking, is this going to be a reboot?
It is not a reboot. It's its own unique chapter in the Stargate universe. So of course we're making the show for the fans, of course, but we're also making it for people that have never watched Stargate and potentially don't have a sci-fi franchise they even like. For us, it's really important that a brand new audience can come in and
what kind of new audience?
Then they can go back and watch everything else. But we're back. It's happening. It's going to be incredible.
This has been a group of people who has always been there for the fans and not cut them out of the process.
Thank you for bringing this straight to the fans. And I think I can speak for fandom. Thank you for Stargate in the future as well.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
There we go. Stargate new chapter heading to Prime very soon.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Slap?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I want this to do well, because this is something that the fan base has wanted for a long time now, especially with how Universe left off. And it gives me hope that the original creators are working on this show. What really sets off my alarms is the whole fan base thing. They're making it for the fans, but they also are trying to bring in new fans.
They're making it for everybody.
Exactly.
Everyone, everywhere.
And I can see why they want to do that, because they want to be able to open up this universe to more people. That's totally fine. Yeah. But focus on catering to the diehard fans. And when they are happy, you will hear about it nonstop everywhere. Mm-hmm. And that is what's going to bring in these new people.
It's hard to tell which buzzwords they're using for which purposes.
Now, I wouldn't be upset if they had cameos, like 1 or 2 episodes here and there from people from the previous shows. I wouldn't be mad about that. But just don't make them main characters. You know, I'm cautiously optimistic. I really hope they don't fuck this
up. The only thing I got to warn you about is Doctor Who. A couple of years ago, we got the news. Oh, Russell T. Davies is coming back. He's bringing David Tennant back with him, and all these producers that worked back on the show in 2005 and brought the show to what it was, and it was an absolute travesty.
And don't forget many times. And Indiana Jones and literally everything else.
Yeah, but you see, those were different though, because those are new creators taking over the IPs and turning it into what they see.
You have a point there.
This is the OGs coming in saying we're making a new chapter of the story. We hope you like it.
But also, a lot of the OGs have fallen to the same propaganda that has infected society at this point, because no matter how strong and mentally fortuitous you think you are not immune to propaganda. And we see a lot of these creators falling to the same propaganda that has totally wrecked society. Also, hi everybody. I'm Matt.
How are you doing today?
Doing good.
That's something I wondered, is how is Amazon going to be about this? Because you know that they're going to try to pressure these guys into doing something. I mean, look what happened with Jess's favorite show, Rings of Power.
Well, it's not even the pressure. It's simply the fact we know these companies have quotas to make. So what are they going to do with this show?
It's the quotas, and it's the what they believe to be the expected societal standards that must be followed. Right. Like they think that society is actually going in that direction because they're trapped in a bubble. And they think, okay, we need to move this way. And it's only whenever they release this stuff that all of the normal people come out and go, this is dog water. Why did you put this in front of me? And they never get the message.
Thank you, Badger.
Badger Raid, was it? Oh,
welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you, Badger.
As long as they don't do what they did to Supernatural and how they completely ruined it, I think we'll be okay.
Here's Jack O'Neill's comment. Wait, you guys didn't call me? Do I need to come out of retirement again?
I hope that they have him do at least one cameo because he's getting up there, you know. So it's like I feel like they should do at least one cameo.
Were any of the people in the video we just saw some of the original creators?
They all were.
They all were. Okay. So here's the thing. You have to be very careful about wishing that they bring Jack O'Neill in because they may make him a feminist icon once they bring him in, and it could totally kill his character.
Or an apologetic male character.
Especially because of how he is in real life. You know,
that's the thing that you got to worry about.
He's the complete opposite of the Jack O'Neill character in real life.
So in other words, he's a great actor.
Yes. Yes. Now,
well, no, because whenever Stargate was coming out, that wasn't the popular opinion to have. But now he has the popular opinion. So now he thinks differently than he did back then.
Yeah, he could flat out refuse to reprise his role if he thinks that he used to play a bigot or whatever.
The problem is he would want to correct the image of Jack O'Neill and come in, and he would be more than willing to submit to the feminist hierarchy now that's been building, and he would love to come in and do that because
I guess it depends on how. Going back to him being a good actor, I obviously don't know anything about the guy, but like if he is a good actor, then he'll just shut up and do what he's told on set, and hopefully the show writers,
I mean, you got to think.
Oh, so you mean he'll take the Mark Hamill approach? That's what Mark Hamill did. Well, he kind of did a bit of both because he was like, remember, he's very viral for that quote of telling Ryan Johnson, "I fundamentally disagree what you're doing with my character, but I'll do it."
And that got swept under the rug.
I'm here for. Yeah.
Now,
just real quick, we got Butter Framed in Gold for $2. Says the retard makes a good point.
Which one are you talking about? Because we're all retarded.
Could be talking about anybody.
Yeah. I think what needs to happen in these next few months, especially, and I think it could be very critical to the development of this show. All the real fans of the Stargate franchise need to make their voices heard. They need to make it very public about what they want and what they don't want. They need to lay it out plain as day for these people and as loud as they can, honestly, because that's how it works. That's how you get your point across. The louder you are, the more likely you are to be heard.
So every game that comes out that I play that has type 1, type 2, if I play the game, I make a post about it on Twitter and I at the developers or at the game. And I'm like, hey, why the fuck did you do this? This was stupid. And then
coincidentally, Where Winds Meet, the Nagnals playing right now, they had male and female in the beta, and then they switched over.
It's still in the Chinese version.
And the Chinese version,
the Chinese
game's
version
been out
still
for
has
like
male and
over a
female.
year. Well, not quite a year yet. It came out in December of last year. But that's not surprising that they left it in the Chinese version. It's probably illegal to be translated.
And people have been saying it's in the beta, but I've seen the same screenshot for the Chinese version and the English version, so I don't really know how verifiable that is, that it was actually in the beta as male and female, but Chinese version is male and female.
Well, I think Pirate Nation had a couple of screenshots.
Yeah, but Pirate Nation sometimes throws random shit out without verifying it. So.
You never know. You never know. So yeah, final thing on Stargate. What are you hoping to see from this show then, Nerd Slap? Any new sci-fi or because there's going to be a new chapter, so
I'm willing to imagine that they're going to probably bring in new aliens that they come across or have come across like in the last few years. I will be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if they somehow try, maybe not right away, but eventually try to tie in Universe into this, because Universe was left off on a pretty open note, you know? So it's like, I hope it doesn't happen, but it would not surprise me if they try to somehow tie in Universe, where it's like maybe 3 or 4, if they get that far, 3 or 4 seasons into this new show, all of a sudden, Destiny appears out of nowhere and all these people are suddenly back, you know, like I hope that they stick with the source material, look at what worked on the old show, adapt it into what can work now, what can't work now, maybe be a little bit edgy with it. I think that would help skyrocket the ratings as well, as if they're a little bit edgy with it. You know,
I'm just going to tell you, brother, don't get your hopes up.
I know. I'm cautiously optimistic.
What they really need to do is the opposite of Rings of Power and not put millions and millions of dollars. They need to make it look extremely low budget, like so bad that I don't want to watch it, just like the original.
Exactly. And then, over time, add more production value. Because when it was just very simple, that's what made the show.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, even I would say the more recent, I never watched Stargate, but it just never really caught my attention, I guess. But
fair.
Yeah, I would say even the later seasons were probably like CW level like production, right?
Maybe a little bit higher than CW level, not much higher, but
yeah. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with that. Like as I get older, the more I like
they just
retro things, older things. So
they just don't need to pour billions of dollars into it. Don't make it this big blockbuster, like over the top with effects and everything. Just keep it simple.
Love it. So we're going to head over to a little bit of Arc Raiders news today. Nothing much, just a little tidbit, because I thought it was another W in their long list of Ws. This actually came out last week, but I'm not sure if we covered it. So this is on their official announcement page. So first of all, a little thing on dual matchmaking, basically saying that they're prioritizing duels. So that if you're with 2s, they'll pair you up with 2s so that you're not getting stomped constantly by 3s. But the main thing I wanted to highlight is the store cosmetic prices. So we've heard your feedback, we reviewed our prices and made adjustments to lower prices where applicable.
Wow.
Revised prices will go live tomorrow, Thursday the 13th, so this is last week. For any raider who's already made a purchase on the old pricing, will compensate you for the difference. These raider tokens will be refunded back into your account automatically in the coming week.
Wow.
Good devs. Good devs.
That's how you do it.
Actually genius, because anybody that hears this news might just want to hop in before they do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Including myself. What is it, $40 right now? It's
Something
not expensive. I think it's only $40. It was supposed to be free.
Yeah.
Then they decided, like, we're putting way too much work into this. We do need some money.
Like when you have devs that come out and they go, all right, you guys are right. We may be charging a little bit much. So for everybody who's already spent money, we're going to give you some of that money back. That way you can spend it on other things. Like we're not going to give you full refunds, but in our store, you'll have some credit and you can actually get a couple other things, because we did kind of screw you over there since we're lowering the prices.
Yeah, because it should be said, like, they started with, we heard your feedback, because it did go viral a couple of weeks ago that they were saying that there was stuff in the store, because it is mainly cosmetic, that it's just too expensive. And they do go on to reiterate that the Raider decks, which is sort of their edition of the Battle Pass, I think, at the moment we have one free Raider deck available for all players. In the future, you'll see both free and premium Raider decks. Important things to note: gameplay items are only in free Raider decks. To help you along the way, as a new Raider, we've included some gameplay items in the free Raider deck, which can be unlocked via progression. There are no pay-to-win items in the premium Raider decks. The focus for premium decks is on cosmetics and convenience. So imagine when they say convenience, there'll be things like currency and
All right,
and,
so I
like,
didn't read the
materials.
big bold letters there. I thought they were lowering the price of the game itself. But
No,
this
no,
is just for
no.
This is just for the cosmetics.
Yeah, everything in the store. Yeah.
No, I think $40 is a fair price. Everybody's having fun with it. It's doing really well. So,
well, so I was like pretty positive on these guys. Then I got soured on them. Then we found out what was actually going on with them deleting all the flags, not just, American flags or whatever. And I kind of got back to like middle road, but now seeing this where they're actually listening to their player base and they're lowering prices, they're crediting people who have already spent money in their store. Now I'm kind of positive on these guys, and
that's the real surprising part to me is the refunds. Like, it's in the form of currency. You're not getting your actual money back, but it's still it's a massive step forward that most game devs wouldn't do, because the traditional method with AAA gaming, especially with a game like this, is if your game pops off like Arc Raiders does, is you double down on the monetization and you charge more and you get more, and it's
the EA method.
This is consumer friendly, and it needs to be supported. So I think I'm probably going to buy the game and try it out this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. This is what needs to happen with things like First Descendant, where like the Nier Automata. If you wanted to buy all the Nier Automata stuff, now this could be Square, because everything that Square puts out is super expensive.
Yeah, they'll probably get a little bit of a kickback. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like $70 just for all of the Nier Automata cosmetics. If you wanted to buy the whole bundle, you had to pay the price of a full video game. That's absolutely ridiculous, but that was probably on Square's end.
Yeah,
I haven't looked at any of the other bundles. I'll have to update that.
We got Dragon Wise for $5. Simple way to bring Jack back. His clone. He's the same actor who played his clone. He looks different because the way the Asgard stabilized his DNA.
They could do that. I mean, I don't think it would be a smart play, just because if you want this to do well, I think you need to move away from the old characters, even if it is a clone of Jack.
But they could bring Jack back as like a general or something, right? Like it's been several years and he's kind of like up in the ranks now, and he's just checking on the Stargate progress.
That's what he did in Universe, essentially. They just every so often, like 1 or 2 episodes a season, they'd bring him in, have him be like the general at the meeting that handles everything, but that was it. He wasn't a heavy part of the show at all.
Yeah.
It could work, but I think they'd be better just to start fresh. Yeah, amen to that.
Yeah,
I like that Nagarnal nodded to his own comment.
That guy, he makes some good points,
Says some things sometimes. I agree with. Other times, not so much.
Yeah, other times he just doesn't say a fucking word.
Yeah,
anyway,
what an asshole.
Yeah. So we got a new update coming out soon from Mafia: The Old Country. Getting free.
Does it change the end of the game? That sucks ass.
Emotes and content. It didn't suck ass. It was good. It was a Mafia movie ending. Come on.
It wasn't so much the girl part as like just the walk around and throw bottles and distract this guy is super fucking boring.
I suppose, but you get the kill. You do get the kill at the end, but
like that was. I was like, I rolled my eyes as soon as they make you play as the girl. I was like, God, and then it was like, okay, I got through that part.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
I will say the anticlimax was how you died. Like I did get it. It was very thematic. You die where you start in the game. It's like you didn't really progress anywhere. Blah 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 blah. But it didn't really work for me.
He like immediately trusted the guy that like just stabbed him in the back, and then that guy literally stabs him.
Wait, oh, God, I wasn't gonna spoil it for anybody who hadn't played, but I don't know. I kind of liked it.
For months.
I liked it because the way it ends is it's a very mafioso ending.
Yeah, it's definitely the sort of thematic with a mafia movie. That is for sure. But yeah, so it's coming tomorrow, November 20th. The free ride update is a free expansion that adds cars and horse races, combat challenges, a new first-person driving mode, photo mode, classic difficulty mode, new weapons, charms, cars, and outfits. Developer Hangar 13's Associate Design Director Josh Zammit discussed the update on the PlayStation blog. Super proud of everything the team has achieved, so I find it hard to pick one that I'm most excited about. I love the races. It's a ton of fun to drive around our world at high speed in the amazing old cars. There's loads of technical corners, and the better you get, the more satisfying they are to navigate. Yeah, I don't know how you guys felt, but when you have to test out the car for the first time and you have to beat the train, I lost because the mechanics were just crazy. I could not get used to it.
I think I lost 3 times, but I was playing on the hardest difficulty, and then I finally got it on the 4th time.
Yeah. Let's pull up this trailer here, shall we?
Introducing the free ride update, offering new ways to make your mark in Mafia: The Old Country. Test your skills in car and horse races. Take on gritty new challenges from brutal standoff encounters to stealth assassinations.
Ooh, I like that.
And uncover hidden secrets throughout the Valle d'Orata. Experience Mafia life in new ways. Thrilling first-person driving. Photo mode. The return of classic difficulty.
No
expand your arsenal with new weapons, charms, cars, and outfits. Giving you the right gear for the job with plenty of stuff to spare. And feel the drama of classic film in Cinema Siciliano.
Yeah.
Giuro, fedeltà.
Like the Kurosawa mode.
Right. The free ride update releases tomorrow. Free for all players.
Love it.
So yeah, I like that a lot. I didn't like the outfits that they showed off there though, because I like some of the lower tier outfits until you become like Made Man. Then I like the nice suits and stuff like that. But because I'm an RPG gamer, so I like to fit into the aesthetic. And whenever they put some of those in, it's like, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. I'm not a fan of that. But that being said, I'm glad that they're adding in this like more free play mode, because one of the things about playing through this game is you're very heavily walled into the story.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on rails the whole time. And then the other thing is when you finish the game, it's like, well, I guess I've got nothing else to do now, and you just sort of put it down. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice that they're actually giving you that, which Mafia 3 was very open world. Mafia 2 was pretty open world. The first Mafia game, though, it was another one that was very on the rails. You're just going through the story.
Nice place. The definitive edition did add a free ride, but I'm not sure like how sort of interactive it was, or if you could just sort of drive around.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of just drive around stuff. So adding in the horse races, car races, challenges, assassinations, stuff like that, it seems like it could add a lot more to the gameplay experience, like trying to help build up your Mafia, that you're working for, rather than just on the rails story, do this, do that.
Yeah. So just to finish this off, the combat challenges are great as well. Standoffs push your limit when it comes to openly engaging enemies, and assassinations are fun to experiment until you nail that perfect one. That was a weird sentence. Yeah. There is one piece of content I think players are going to find especially intriguing and unexpected, though I don't want to spoil it. Keep an eye out for notes in Enzo's apartment. One may end up revealing something cool to investigate. So that sounds to me like they're teeing up a bit of DLC here, something like that.
That would be cool.
But we'll see. We shall
I would love some DLC for this game, because I really enjoyed Mafia: The Old Country. And after I beat Mafia: The Old Country, I bought the definitive editions of 1, 2, and 3 and replayed through all of those. I'm in the middle of my Mafia 3 playthrough right now. And that's been my favorite one.
Is the very surprising thing to me with Mafia: The Old Country is that you don't go over to America. Like, I thought that was going to be at least the final mission, if not the whole of Act 3, is you're going across the boat, off the boat, and trying to make your name, But it just didn't happen, which was kind of interesting.
Well, and they could do something like that. They could pull a somehow he survived and actually give us a new map and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would be okay with that, honestly, because it's
question
like
about the first Mafia is the. Oh, I already spoiled it, but is the girl that you play as in the old country, is she referenced at all in the first Mafia?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Because
they could still have like the story before the first Mafia in America.
The first Mafia, I think, takes place. I want to say it's in like 1910.
The first
one? I thought it was just after the First World War, wasn't it?
Yeah, it can't be that far back.
1910. Well, I think the first
like
part of it. No. So the first part of it takes place before World War One. Then you go and fight in World War One. Then you come back. And like after World War One, because it like skips several years.
No. The first Mafia game is set between the fall of 1930 and the end of 1938, so it's actually just before World War II.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So we're talking Prohibition sort of thing, and obviously
yeah. That's right. That's right. Mafia 2 is the one I think that maybe it's Vietnam. You go fight in some war in.
No, that'll be 3. Because he's got the jacket.
Yeah, that's right.
Mafia 3. So.
Vietnam. What war is 2? Because you end up going to prison in 2.
Right.
Because
I've never played 2. I've actually only played 1 and 3.
Same thing.
Yeah, there's a whole gameplay segment in 2 where you're in prison for 7 years.
I think I only ever played the first one, and it's been so long I can't even remember.
Like I said, I played. I've played all of them. I'm replaying Mafia 3 now, and that's the one that's most like GTA like, where you go and you pick what mission you're going to do.
Yeah,
territories to take.
I would say that it does kind of fall off the rails a bit story wise. Like
it does.
If you want the best Mafia story, in my opinion, including the old country, it's the first one. Mafia: The Definitive Edition is the best one that they have there.
That, and then the thing about that one is like great game. I also really enjoy Mafia 2. Mafia 1 and 2 are probably my favorites, then the old country, then 3. That being said, I'm still having a really good time with 3.
Nice. Speaking of the old country, Mo, how you doing?
Nice segue. I'm doing all right.
Well, yeah.
I have no interest in playing Mafia. I'm Irish. I've had enough of the
The Godfather game was good though.
That's true. Though.
I heard it was.
Never played it, you fucking idiot.
All right. Well, it was nice seeing you guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, moving on to our next subject. So, for the first time ever in Game Awards history, the game has removed itself from nomination. Yes, unbelievable. For the first time, a nomination has been revoked from the Game Awards. The game in question, Megabonk, was disqualified with permission from the creator after a misunderstanding. Since 2014, the Game Awards has become a big celebration for the best of gaming each year, hosted by GHEY. It's become home to several blah, 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 blah. Competition is worth nominations, blah, blah, blah. However, it seems there's already been a shake-up with one of the nominated games. And we'll just head over to the tweets here. Which one? Here we go. From the creator himself. I'm withdrawing from the Game Awards. It's an honor and a dream for Megabonk to be nominated for TGA. But unfortunately, I don't think it qualifies for the category debut indie game. I've made games in the past under different studio names, so Megabonk is not my debut game. And he added, I really appreciate the nomination, support, and votes, but it doesn't feel right in this category. You should vote for another one of the amazing debut titles. They are all amazing games. Thanks again. New Megabonk update coming soon. John Megabonk.
I don't like this at all.
Why not?
So the problem that I have with it is that if you look at a lot of indie games, they are coming from a new studio that's maybe not getting a ton of funding, but some of the people working there have experience. And that's basically what Megabonk is he went and started his own studio after he had already had experience making previous games. But guess what? Expedition 33 is the same situation where they are technically an indie game,
but they used to work at Ubisoft.
Yep, they all used to work at Ubisoft. And now it brings into question for future years, what do we consider an indie game? Because indie was always, it didn't matter what your experience was. What mattered was who was backing you, where's your funding, who publishes you.
Well, what it sounds like is that this guy created the entire idea behind Megabonk.
Yeah, he did. And the former Ubisoft guys,
his debut. Yeah.
Right, but the problem is the precedence that it sets. So if the Game Awards,
I guess, but it was him revoking it. It wasn't like it got revoked.
It
from
was,
him.
but Nagadol, listen, because if he did
wants to
this,
do that, he can do
and now, no, I'm
Yeah.
fine with him doing it because he was trying to do what was right. Right, I get that. But the problem is that Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards might now take that and go, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't consider any of these people to be indie devs. That's the worst.
Jeff Keighley is a fucking idiot, so it might do that.
Yeah, and that's the worry, because then a lot of indie developers, companies might not get the recognition that they deserve. Like Sandfall Studios was started by guys that were formerly Ubisoft. But Sandfall should be recognized as an indie dev because that's what they are, right? It was a bunch of guys that had experience that came in, made their own thing. They're indie. I don't want people like them to get shut out of future awards.
I think
future
a simple solution to this, though, like to avoid the controversy that's gone with this whole thing, is just move Megabonk from debut indie game to just best indie game, because there was 2 categories for indie games. Just have to move it to the other one if the creator's so distraught over it being a debut indie game.
Yeah, and Hayden does have very leveled and well thought out counterpoints and points to what the things that happen. Like, honestly, I'm not making fun of him, even though it's real easy because he's a VTuber. But he is making a good point. But all in all, I think he was just trying to be. I just felt like he didn't think it was right. A lot of people that literally do it for the love, or they do it for just the doing it in the, you know, making games, designing things. Like, you want to do it because you love doing that. Awards don't mean crap to you. Yes,
Right.
it helps your studio, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Now, if Claire Obscura did that would set a precedent. I don't think Megabonk, it's going to be a fart in the wind in the next few months as far as this nomination. But the worry that I see what he's saying, like people doing that, because there was a time 10 years ago, this is in sports ball, when Kevin Durant made a great speech thanking his mom, and it was from the heart. And Steph Curry, who's a loser from the top of his head to his bottom of his feet, tried to do the same thing next year, and it was a cringe fest. Like, everybody falls in line, whatever is the hot thing, whether it's moral, whether it's good or otherwise, whatever you think might paint you in a good light, or you think might be moral, it's going to be mimicked by people that don't understand it and don't.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand what he's saying. Like, you don't want to go down too far that line. But I think, honestly, he's like one of those guys. A guy that makes a game like Megapunk does it because he loves it. Period.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
And I
So
think
what you're saying, Mo, is someone needs to get up on stage and say, "Come up, accept your little award, thank you, Regent, and your God, and fuck off."
Yep. And they come and say, "Yo, Hayden, you the real MVP."
I think regardless, it's Jeff Keighley's fault for not doing his research. Because clearly this Megabonk game, like, if this guy has enough control over the entire game where he can say, I don't want to accept the award for this because it's not my debut game, but it is his game. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. He's kind of like speaking for everyone that worked on the game, but I'm wondering how many people actually did work on this game.
Just him.
Is it a very small
solo indie dev? Yeah,
very
It's
small
just
studio. Just him. Well, then what's the fucking problem?
No, okay. So here's the thing. The problem is that now I'm afraid that other people will look at indie devs, like indie dev companies, and be like, "Oh, because these people have experience, that's not an indie dev anymore." It changes the standard.
Debut indie dev.
Well,
yeah, I don't.
I have seen on Twitter people constantly going, "Expedition 33 isn't an indie game because all of these people had experience."
They don't understand what.
They were backed by these studios that had hundreds of developers. It's like, no, those weren't the people who made the game. They had a different publisher that was backed by quote unquote hundreds of developers, but there are people already making the argument.
But you just brought up the best point, Hayden, real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I mean, I did mean to interrupt you, but not really. But the point is you kind of made it during your explanation there, and so did Nagranol. Indie developers is such a convoluted definition because Microsoft owns a lot of indie developers. There's a lot of studios that own indie developers that are under their purview. You know, what's an indie developer? Because it has to be like less than this many, around for this long, this much work, spent this much on a game. What's the definition?
So here's the thing about the
three of those. You're thinking about it too much because it's one guy that created this game, and he was like, "I don't want to be awarded for a debut thing because it's not my day."
Right. If they try to change the definition.
Because if he did his research, he would know that this guy made other games. It wasn't his debut game.
Look, man, when you're edging to Kojima all the time, it's really hard to find time for anything else. All right, you got to give the man a break. He loves Hideo.
No, I know. So the thing with Microsoft and Xbox, like having pull in a lot of those, is that they give out money to a lot of indie devs. They have a whole program that you can apply for. Then they get to have a little bit of say in stuff. So those are still considered indie devs, but then they have Microsoft funding because Microsoft gives out all of these grants and things like that.
But to me, that is like literally, I want the Kevin Smith back in the day. I want to put it all on credit cards and let it roll. You know, that's an indie dev to me. All right.
I tend to agree.
Yes. Indie dev is like, we're going to be eating ramen for the next 3 years, so get ready.
Yeah.
You know, not good ramen.
So it should be noted that the Game of the Year Awards website has already been updated. So if you had your vote in for Megabonk, I'm afraid it's sadly gone. But I will say this does give Dispatch a good running chance. You never know.
I got a question. Where's 404? We covered that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
In the last
great game.
Did they pulled out too, huh?
Let's see.
Let's just
try it. No,
it's really
it's not here either.
I'll tell you what.
404 down.
I'm getting some lag. I am getting some lag.
It seems like this year the pullout game is pretty strong for the Game Awards.
Okay, well, it's not loading to the next page. So does that count, Mo? I swear I'm clicking this thing.
Nope. If 404 isn't here, I'm not casting my vote. It's my favorite game.
Oh, well. Jeff, fix your website again.
Well, the real question is, does this website rely on Cloudflare?
Well, it's funny you should mention that. Here we are. Yep. 2 seconds. Share. That one. Share. Pull up because ABF does the two thing. Yes. Hi, everyone. It's Jeff. We've truly unprecedented level of global voting activity for the Game Awards this year. Tens of millions of votes in the first 24 hours alone. I know some of you have experienced errors and lag while voting, and I want to apologize. Our web team has been working around the clock with our partners at Google Cloud, East Dakota, and the team at Cloudflare to improve the experience. Things should be much smoother now. A quick reminder that there's no rush to vote. You have until December 10th to lock in your picks. So, yeah, that answers your question, Nerdslap, I think.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, because, you know, and we all know that clearly our voices matter in this, so we should all be rushing to go vote.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't tens of millions of bots.
Exactly.
Well, and our voices are a whole 10% of who they decide is Game of the Year. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was told to pull this up this evening, Mo. Even I want to apologize for this. So here we go.
Oh no.
Give a ninja a break. I just want to see what it tastes like.
Yeah,
I don't know what's more disturbing, breaking a Kit Kat that way, or saying that.
What he say in the beginning though? I couldn't.
Why am I Australian, by the way?
Yeah,
no idea.
Give a ninja a break.
Give a ninja a break.
All right. Okay.
I was requested by Isaac to make this, so you can thank Isaac for this.
It's too bad Nick's not here because it looks like a mashup between Nick and Mo.
Yeah, it's like if Mo and Nick had a baby.
The avocado. The avocado strikes back.
Oh,
Good one. Good one.
You guys should do a show and call it that.
No, sir. And I'm not wearing a tank top, at least not until I work out a little bit. There's a little.
What if it's an avocado tank top?
Oh.
Ugh.
Well, for $500, I might think about it.
You heard him, chat. You heard him.
There we go, chat. Let's get that
on my channel.
You didn't specify first.
Dramatic pause. You guys. Hayden's in theater. He knows. I was trying to. Anyways.
All right. Moving on to our next sort of conglomerate topic, which is all about AI. The good, the bad, and the ugly, as I put in the description. Developer of breakout hit Dispatch, which, by the way, has crossed over 2 million copies this week, calls AI a creative solution for developers who aren't creative. Dispatch's developers comment against the use of AI tools in the creative process. Dispatch, superhero workplace comedy where choices matter. The game, which was released last month, has been a breakout hit for the studio, earning over 220,000 players at its peak on Steam. Significant achievement for a single-player title from an unknown studio. Now the game's developers have come out against the use of AI tools in the creative process. When asked about the use of tools in Dispatch, the game's creative director and studio co-founder denounced the controversial software. So just to clear, I went through to the actual interview. He's talking about Jeffrey Wright here, who did one of the voices. No AI is going to do what he did, Nick Herman told GameIndustry.biz. He brought something to that character that we weren't expecting. I mean, his performance and Aaron Paul's performance and our whole cast are bringing performances and elevating the material in a way that you're just not going to get with AI.
Facts.
So I think the discussion here is the Jack Sparrow character.
Mm-hmm.
That was fully developed by Johnny Depp. He saw what was written and he made it his own. You'd be hard pressed to see even an advanced AI figure out something like that. Like just bringing something that is totally abstract to the situation. That's where AI fails, is abstraction and the human experience and thought and experience and things like that. But I don't like how the article made it sound like AI the whole entire game. They just they were just talking about actors and stuff, which is a valid point. They're just trying to clickbait, which congratulations, you got my attention.
Well, they go on to continue saying, you're not going, basically what you just said, Mo, you're not going to be surprised because it's built on something you've heard before if you go the AI route. So yeah, honestly, AI feels like a production solution, not a creative one. Maybe it is a creative one if you aren't creative. Michael Chung, the game's executive producer and fellow co-founder of the studio, said that ad hoc has got to be made by people. Whatever we're building, it has to connect. It's got to be made by people. It's got to connect to people. We're looking at AI. We're monitoring the stuff that AI is doing like everybody else, but it seems to be having a lot of trouble trying to get a good enough spot. And good enough for us is the enemy, which is actually a very good mentality to have if you're in a dev.
Yeah, it's
100%.
Because there are plenty of dev studios out there, Ubisoft, that will say good enough, and then they'll wait till the game comes out, and then they'll start fixing it.
They won't say that it's good enough. They'll tell you that it's good enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And moving on to another company and their take on AI, we move over to the Helldivers CEO, who says people jump to extreme takes when debating AI. This is such a trigger point for big parts of the game industry today. Shams Georgini says, or Georgiani, not quite sure. In an interview for the games business, Arrowhead CEO Shams Georgiani was asked about the debate around ARC creators' use of AI-generated voices. Some players claim that its use is unethical and ruins immersion. Georgiani replied that he wished more people took a balanced approach to discussing the subject, rather than empathically condemning or defending it. Quote, this is such a trigger point for big parts of the game industry today. We're waiting for the courts to decide what is fair use and not. And there may be some similarities to the whole it's so over, we're so back, black and white take of everything. I find that anything is an AI-related debate in the game industry ends up being on both ends of the spectrum. Either we have Square Enix executives talking about 77% being automated through QA, or we have developers who feel their livelihood is completely based on the very fabric of their being is being threatened, and therefore all AI is bad AI. Maybe
so I have a question for Nagarnal real quick in the middle of this AI discussion and how it's like bad for gaming and stuff. So Nagarnal, you've played bit more of where winds meet than I have. How do you feel about them using AI chatbots to increase your relationship with different NPC characters?
I don't really like it, to be honest.
You don't like. Well, do you
I don't
not
like having to
type
have a
in your
conversation with an AI chatbot to make friends with NPCs in video games.
Would you rather
Not
just
really
choose
there yet.
dialogue options?
I guess. I mean, I see where they're going. It's more engaging, I guess. It's just, I guess it's weird to me because I've never had to do it before. But it's also like, I don't know. It's not actually a terrible idea for, having to have AI conversation. Plus, this game is free, keep in mind.
Yeah,
We're not talking about a game that they poured tons of money into, and then we're like, hey, we'll just have an AI do this for us. So, on that end, it's not so bad, but it is weird.
I play with keyboard and mouse. And it's very easy to transition into just having a conversation with an AI bot and then trying to like boost their confidence or whatever you might be trying to do to become friends with that character. And then you just get lost for 5 minutes having a chat with a bot that generates responses based on what you said. And I kind of like that, honestly.
Well, honestly, I mean, if you put it when you put it like that, it kind of reminds me of like even going back to like Commodore 64, like early games where you had to like type in
King's Quest
that you would do
yeah
sure, something like that. So it's not like it's when you remove the fact that like AI is like this new thing, it's actually an old concept, I guess. But
yeah, companies have been using it for years. It's just that it's taken a step up in the past couple of years because the AI has taken a step up.
So
but I just want to finish this article and then I'll let you go, Mo. My thing with the Arc Raiders is that it's a very interesting use case that actually makes gaming better, he explained. Now let's figure out the right side of it. I don't do voice in games because I'm Swedish. Communicating directly with people I don't know is scary. I don't want to put my voice out there with the accent or whatever it is. I think this allows more people to connect with each other, which is ultimately a good thing for gaming. Let's just make sure that people are paid for their work. Like, surely there's a middle ground here. Come on.
Well, that would make sense coming from somebody from Sweden. Which they've tried to get the middle ground very hard, and it doesn't quite work the way they want it to. But the whole point is the reason that we're saying like that you have two sides debating so harshly, which is what you need to do. You need to be like, what is the worst it can bring? What is the best it can bring? And then that's where the middle happens. People like Shams, who's from Sweden, and he's made a great game. I'm not going to but he's from a culture that doesn't value that kind of stuff. You need to like throw out the best and the worst, and whatever remains is like a good. It's like CGI in movies. If it's overdone, it's crap. If it's there is a use for it. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. Like if it's slop, it's crap. But there is a middle ground to where it's insanely useful. Like it's very, very good. It's a very useful tool.
Like AI has become a buzzword in the last year or so, but ever since Unreal Engine 5 came out, that thing has been using AI for all of the world generation. Like if you're going to make a forest and you're putting trees in, and it's going to put trees over in here and here and here to sort of generate the landscape in a more natural way.
Yeah.
But we're in the middle of that debate is my point.
Yeah,
we're in the
AI is a buzzword. So when the game tells me I'm chatting with an AI bot, I'm like, that's immediately a red flag. I'm like, that's weird to me. I don't like that. But when I actually did go through the conversation with the guy, aside from it being way too much dialogue, there's
a lot.
There's a lot of dialogue in the whole game. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. The guy was like, I want to explore the world. I was like,
you talked to the same fucker I did.
Yeah. It was the first guy I talked to. He was like, I want to go exploring. And like,
in the merchant camp.
I couldn't think of any place in China because I'm an idiot, but it's America. That's why. But I was like, I don't know, go to Africa. And he was like, oh, that sounds nice. What's in Africa? I was like, I don't know, a lot of animals. He's like, "Oh, cool! I like animals." And he was like, "It's kind of far, though. Do you know anywhere?"
Different for me.
Really?
So my dialogue with him was, and this is what I think is fun about using AI as like characters, is this was a guy who was complaining about not having a wife to go home to.
Really?
So I started saying like, well, maybe you could find a woman on the road. Maybe there's somebody out there that you could meet that would want to travel with you. And it was a 5-minute conversation about like, hey, you know, there's a cute girl over there. Maybe you should go talk to her. And he blushes and he's like, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure how to do that. And it's just like hyping him up and being like, come on, dude, like you can do this. And if not here, maybe in the next town. You just got to shoot your shot, man.
And eventually
and then,
it'll just
we become
be
friends.
like, yes, I'll do that.
That was I had full paragraphs being stuck back out at me, and then I would respond with like a couple of sentences or whatever, and like I had a really fun time with the back and forth. But I've messed with the AI bot stuff before, so I kind of know how to move them in the direction that you want them to go. But again, playing on keyboard and mouse, it was really easy to make that transition.
Yeah, if I want to talk to an AI bot, I'll just go into my my Twitter DMs. It's full of bots to talk to. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. I just don't like the idea of having to do that for every single character because a lot of them are merchants. Like if you become friends with them, they'll give you discounts or whatever.
Yeah.
And that one guy that we both talked to, apparently he's supposed to give you gifts once in a while. But it's like having to do that for every single NPC that you need to become friends. Well, actually, I take that back because I think with at least one of the merchants in that same area, like that same camp, you can also give gifts. So, like, I think that's what I'm kind of used to. Is like you just give somebody something. What is it in Stellar Blade where you increase the affinity or whatever?
Or I could use that in Rise of the Ronin as well. There was like you can build relationships with people.
One of the fun things about AI chatbots is you can put in parentheses gives tea.
What, really? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, you can give them gifts that aren't actual gifts that you're giving them, and sometimes the bot will respond very positively to it, so it can increase your reputation with them very quickly.
I'll remember to do that.
I
think I'm going to fire up a stream tomorrow.
So I have a question.
Hold on, I want to see if it's possible to like have a negative conversation because obviously you can just be positive. You can like egg them on wherever they say. You can be like, yeah, do that or whatever. But can you actually fuck up and ruin your friendship?
You can. I made it down to -60.
What? It goes into the negatives?
Yeah, it goes into the negatives.
All right, that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So how many back and forths did it take before you started talking about bridge?
Hey, you know what? That's only when it comes up. Okay. Luckily, they weren't talking about bridges. They were talking about walking along highways.
Well, yeah.
Highways have bridges.
There. One big bridge you could add. Well, going from the good side of AI to the bad side of AI. So you might remember a few months ago, the Subnautica devs at the higher ups, the CEO and a few others, were unceremoniously fired. And Krafton, the publisher, cited that they weren't too good in the process, a lack of sort of oversight from them. But now it's come out. The Subnautica 2 publisher allegedly asked ChatGPT to find a way out of paying the co-founders. New filings accuse Krafton of engineering an illegal takeover to save money. Unknown Wild's co-founders were fired out of the blue earlier this year and have been suing publisher Krafton ever since, claiming it wrongly terminated them to avoid paying a $250 million bonus if Subnautica 2 hit certain sales milestones. The studio's co-founders now claim in the new filings based on discovery during the legal process that Krafton engineered a takeover only after it failed to renegotiate lower bonuses. The publisher's CEO allegedly even consulted ChatGPT to try and get out of the massive payout. So a copy of the text, copy of the pre-trial briefing recently filed on behalf of unknown founders Charles Cleveland, Adam Max McGuire, and Edward Ted Gill includes new evidence they say vindicates their side of the dispute, namely that Krafton was well aware of their ongoing roles within the company, that they weren't directly leading Subnautica 2's development, and that concerns about delaying the top wished-listed Steam game over missing content only arose after Krafton got worried about having to make the $250 million payout agreed to back when they acquired the studio. Quote here, Krafton terminated the founders, seized control of Unknown Worlds in order to avoid the earnout, reads the group's latest filing. Smoking gun documents show that Krafton was looking for ways to cancel the earnout, and that its secret Project X was designed to either make a deal on the earnout or execute a takeover. When the founders would not agree to Krafton's demands related to the earnout, Krafton decided a takeover would be the easier route. And then here we have a little snippet of communications from the CEO, Kim Chang-han, and its head of global operations, Richard Yun. So from Richard, I had a phone call a little while ago. This time they're asking for $75 million for themselves and $40 million for the team members. They say they won't do it unless we negotiate the packages of the team members. Richard,
that's down to $120 million, by the way.
Yep. The bucket for the team members we are thinking are present is less than 10 million. It might be easier to just take over. And then the CEO replies, set a date and send a letter if you need to send it in advance.
Wow. They are so fucked because the original devs negotiated down from 250 million down to 120 million, and they still said no. They're fucked.
So the new filing also claims that Krafton felt it overpaid for Unknown Worlds and wanted to avoid following through on the original contractually obliged payouts at all costs, even going so far as to ask an AI chatbot for help. Maria Park told Kim that it seems to be highly likely that the earnout will still be paid if the sales goal is achieved regardless of the dismissal with cause. The new filing reads, Kim turned to artificial intelligence to help him brainstorm ways to avoid paying the earnout. ChatGPT likewise advised that it would be difficult to cancel the earnout. The co-founders claim Krafton refused to produce the ChatGPT conversations, and when pressed, confirmed that they no longer exist.
Yeah, but they did get
This is the big thing here, because if it comes out in court that these communications with GPT were deleted after this happened, then they are, like Hayden said, absolutely fucked. Yeah.
Wait, so he said that they were deleted, but isn't the title of the article that they found them?
Well, they found out that they had the conversation.
Yeah, they had to do it. So they need the actual evidence. And like I say, if it comes out, it depends. If this happened before the suit, then there's nothing they can do. But if it happened after the suit, then that's them going out and willfully destroying evidence.
Yeah,
so
that's destruction of
evidence. I mean, the fact
evidence.
that he said that they were existed and that he deleted them, he already admitted to destroying evidence.
So at that point, it's not destruction of evidence because he was not aware that there was a lawsuit happening. That's him just deleting logs. However, he has now confirmed that the logs did exist.
Yeah,
he deleted evidence before it was pertinent.
So Krafton disputes that characterization. No, this claim is simply a distraction from their own efforts to destroy evidence, such as Charlie's reminder to other key employees, Max and Ted, to delete anything incriminating from their own ChatGPT accounts in a statement to Kotaku. So the pre-trial briefing also accuses Krafton of throwing out new justifications for the co-founders' firings in hopes that one might stick. This includes allegations that the co-founders intentionally deceived the publishers about job changes and other important studio business, and also stole files before the firings. Co-founders dispute this, arguing that Krafton was well aware of everything going on and that no confidential information was ever disseminated. They further claimed that no one in Krafton prior to the firings ever expressed the need to delay Subnautica 2 from its upcoming August early access launch. So it seems to me they wanted to get around that early access thing and just launch the thing for full price on day one. And this is how they got around it.
But it also seems like the guys who were fired were all like, hey, delete anything incriminating. And if that is known to be there, that's like, oh, you were preparing for a lawsuit. So that is destruction of evidence.
Exactly. It's a very messy thing. We won't go through this whole article because it just goes down to explain their dismissal earlier on in the year. But yeah, I just thought that was a very nasty thing that's happening in the game industry right now between publishers and not indie devs, but definitely sort of lower rung the ladders with the Subnautica 2 there. So
messy on both sides. So the lawsuit continues because there for a minute it seemed like, okay, Krafton's fucked. But then that comes out that those other guys were like, delete anything incriminating. And it's like, oh, okay, now everybody's equally fucked. So the lawsuit continues.
We shall see. So yes, from the good side of AI to the bad side of AI, now to the ugly side of AI. So this went viral over the weekend. It's an AI app that wants to, let's say, secure your soul. For what if the loved ones we've lost could be part of our future?
He's getting bigger. See? Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Kicking like crazy.
He's listening. Put your hand on your tummy and hum to him. You used to love that.
I hate it.
Feels like he's dancing.
Where's the husband?
Yeah.
Would you tell Charlie
be like,
the
quit,
bedtime
like,
story
get
you
over
used
it.
to tell me?
All right.
Once upon a time, there was a baby unicorn who
My God.
didn't know he knew how to fly. This baby
She turned her mom into AI?
like your mom because she didn't know that she knew how
That's
to
fucked
fly,
up.
but she knew how to do all kinds of
Hey, Ronan's already seen it.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey,
Yeah, this
Charlie.
is-
How was school today?
It was really fun. I made this crazy shot in basketball.
I don't really care that much about basketball. What about?
Wow.
Well, look, guys, he's got a see-through phone.
Just tell me one thing.
Look who's gonna be a great grandmother.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, whose grandmother ever said that?
Yeah. Why don't you
Actually,
just grab a cup of dirt and then you have the
take
same
it back.
conversation?
Actually,
Tell her to put her hand on her tummy and hum to him. You loved that.
yeah.
You would have loved this moment.
You
Grandma
can call
Arnold.
anytime.
Yeah, I hate this.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Okay, Mom, I just
mean-
need a quick video.
This is like an
Okay, first of all,
I don't- I just don't see anybody.
when did her mom
You need my best
have
friend.
her? Was she like 60 years old when she gave birth?
birth?
Because she's like
I
30
know,
something,
I'm
and she's like
absolutely- I'm
looks
your
like
mother
the
after
crypt
all.
keeper.
Yeah.
Keep going. Buddy starts by telling us.
Two-way eye, 3 minutes can last forever.
Charlie bit my finger.
So there we go.
That's a little too
Head over
cursed for my taste.
Charlie.
To the website here, human
Charlie,
connection reimagined in the age of AI, introducing the Hollow Avatar. An avatar for everything from companions to guides. The universe awaits. So we've got Luca, the personal chef, Lara, the life coach, Darius, your personal trainer, Sky, a travel agent, and interesting enough, William Shakespeare, who's your writing coach.
Sure, it'll talk just like him.
The world's first social app for avatars and the human layer of AI. Using only your phone camera and the two-way eye app, follow a step-by-step process to create your very own digital twin, all avatar who looks and talks like you and even shares the same memories.
Why? So I can break my phone even faster?
No. Go back up to empowering creators because that's one that I find exceptionally
Empowering
creepy as
creators. Is one of you really enough? Two-way eye enables businesses, brands, and curators to connect with audience using lifelike hollow avatars. Bridge the gap between you and your fans with immersive, real-time, two-way conversations. Say goodbye to language barriers. Your avatar automatically speaks multiple languages, even if you don't.
So as a content creator, you
be
can make
completely
an
deceptive
AI clone of yourself and disseminate it to the people that follow you so they can have conversations with the AI that quote unquote is you. How fucking weird is that?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Even taking away the whole weird not dealing with death thing that this whole thing advertised. It's like OF girls can now just have an AI of themselves. And guess what?
You know where this is going to debut? It's going to be on Twitch. Twitch streamers. This is going to be. They're going to make a new category for it, but then it's just going to be. You won't be able to tell. Everybody on Twitch will be AI.
Mm-hmm.
These people will out fucking.
Yep.
live
The
their
only
lives.
the
All
OnlyFans
AI
website will
in the
be
show.
Yep, the OnlyFans website would be called roastbeef.ai.
Also, I want to point out, did you guys notice the phone that they were like showing in the ad? The see-through? Yeah, like we're not even there yet. Come on.
That thing would shatter even if you just placed it down on a table.
Yeah, we're close.
So yeah, we have a Variety article here that was published actually back in June. Callum Worthy's AI company, GHEY, launches video chat app aiming to put control back in the hands of the artists. So there's the prick there. GHEY, an AI startup founded by actor Callum Worth and Hollywood producer Russell Geiser, is coming into stealth with the launch of its first app. The duo claim the app, essentially a proof of concept of GHEY's technology, provides an efficient way for celebrities, brands, and other creators, I mentioned lifelike, controversial avatars that fans can chat with, but with key safeguards in place so the AI doesn't say something bizarre or inappropriate.
Bullshit. Everybody can trick AI.
See, I have a feeling how this all started. The guy in the picture, he got caught talking to an AI bot one day by his buddies, and they're like, "Yo, you're fucking weird, man. Like, we can't be friends with you." He's like, "No, it's a project, I promise." And then he quick scrambled together and threw this together to make it so they didn't seem like a freak. Because I'm sorry, but he looks like the kind of guy that would have all of those kind of apps to talk to AI avatars.
He's still a freak.
He's like, oh my god, jeez.
Yeah. So the early release version of the app from GHEY pronounced it's just two-way. Okay, I'm saying GHEY. Yeah. Will let users have conversations with, as mentioned, William Shakespeare, as well as two-way created characters, including Luca, a personal chef, Celeste, an astrologist, and Darius, a personal trainer. Also featured in the app, an AI version of Callum Worthy himself, with more celebrities, personalized assistants, cultural icons, superheroes, and more, to be added to the app on a weekly basis, according to GHEY. In an upcoming version of the GHEY app, users will be able to create their own digital twin, according to the company. So that's happening now.
Okay, question: How much experience does everybody have here with AI like chat bots?
I've had one conversation with Grok, and it was actually pretty cool, I have to say.
Yeah, besides like Grok and Chat GPT, not much. But even then, it's just like ask like, "Hey, how do I do this?" So I don't have to spend hours looking for the answer.
Okay.
Never really a conversation.
I mean, occasionally, if I'm looking something up, like if you just type in the search bar of Brave, usually or even Google, you'll just get like a summary of AI.
Right. But I mean specifically AI chat bots where you're like having
the one conversation I had with the person in Where Winds Me.
Okay. What about you, Figback?
The only conversation I've had is with Grok and asking him how to set up a tuning platform for a car in Forza.
Mo?
Huh?
What experience have you had with AI chatbots? Like actually having
obviously I'm having problem with real life chat, but no, AI chatbots, I haven't really talked to it. I just use it for art and stuff. I treat it like I'm the person that's going to make Skynet happen. I use it as a utility and I don't care what it thinks.
All right. So what I was thinking was that I probably have.
Well, just real quick before Mo goes, we got Jeff at Sun in the Shadows cast for 5 gifted ABF memberships. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dude.
I think that deserves a little clip. And as with Monday, we're gonna go with the Sweeney.
Yeah.
How is Sydney Sweeney doing? Skip.
There we go.
Relatable.
Yeah.
All right, Mo, you got to take off.
Absolutely. We got Leighton Gay with the GCA minus ABF, but we're adding Moz.
Oh, very nice.
Moss.
Moss. It's
Yep.
Moss. MOSS. Moss.
Moss.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to be adding him, and we're going to have a fun time tonight. Waiting for ABF to get back. Yes, boobs. Indeed. But all right, guys, it's been a pleasure. And prompt enter. Mo leaves the chat. Enter.
Yeah, we'll do this
See you later, man.
Yeah.
Bye, Mo.
Now, but where I was going with that real quick was I think I am probably the person that has the most experience with AI chatbots. Because I've done some different like like playing like text-based RPG games with chatbots. And it's really interesting because the longer that you use a specific chatbot, the more it starts to forget what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be really interesting to see how this new one kind of handles like longer conversation. Because like I've done some where like it's, you know, you pick what type of character you are in like a fantasy RPG, right? And then the bot forgets that you're in a fantasy RPG, and it starts to shove you into a cyberpunk.
It's the same thing when you. It's the same thing when you do like image generation as well, and it just throws something random into the image. So like that BBC thing I did of Trump broadcasting, it threw in the Trump land. And I kept telling it every single time, it's not a theme park, take out the Trump land, but it just kept putting it back in. It was very annoying.
Yeah.
So I just went with it anyway.
Yeah, at that point you probably have to like start fresh or something.
Yeah, and it's much like I would imagine Nerd Slap has to deal with sometimes. You're putting in prompts and it just starts throwing random shit in and you're like, okay, we're restarting.
Yeah, it can be very frustrating. In fact, there was a time where I was trying to make something with Grok, and it was getting very close, but it was just this one piece of the image that I wanted to get rid of. And I said it very specifically in the prompt, do not include this, get rid of this. And it would either duplicate it or move it or put in something completely random in its place. And it's like,
yeah, because once you have that word in there, it's factored.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that'll be interesting to see with how this two-way works is like, because they tried to give us a commercial that showed these, you know, continued memories and responses. And they're now saying like Grok can remember everything. And let me tell you, if you ask Grok how to make some food, it will tell you actually how to make
you can actually
food.
You can ask Grok about other people that Grok's talked to. So
yeah.
You can say, you could ask, I could go and ask Grok, how have your conversations with Hayden Wayne 75 gone? And it will give me a full explanation. It will probably tell me what you had for dinner yesterday, that kind of thing. So
yeah, which is really weird to me. But at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I've had Grok give me recipes and list off recipes, and then we just followed that to try to make dinner. And of course, you know, made sure everything was cooked all the way through. But Grok gives kind of shit recipes, to be honest.
So we'll go through the rest of this article.
Just real quick, if I could, I've noticed that. So you just said that it'll tell you like how the conversations go, right? But then going back to like the image generation stuff, like I could put in a prompt that says like, create this image of Mo Zamboni doing this, and it for some reason it'll know like who I'm talking about, but it won't be able to like get images of him, even though they're like on his profile or in a video on his profile or something. It's weird what like how it works exactly. Like this will work, but this won't work. This might work. This will definitely not work. Like it's just very confusing.
Yeah, sometimes you have to feed it images. Like the way it works, I don't think anybody on the planet understands exactly how it works yet. It's all just experience.
I will say Tree Bear, he gets a good go at it though. He's pretty good getting that AI to spit what he wants.
But so is Nerd Slap. But the question is, how many failures does Tree Bear have before he actually gets what he's looking for?
Not many, because he fucking puts those out like.
I can tell you, at least in my experience, sometimes it'll take hours. Like for the intro clips, sometimes it'll take hours.
Yeah,
to
but you're
get
making
it
like
right.
videos. You're trying to get stuff in motion, whereas Tree Bear's just making an image. He's obviously got it on lock because like they'll mention it and it won't be 30 minutes and it'll be.
And I want to know, like, does he just use Grok for his stuff, or if he's got some kind of other software? Because it's impressive. If anybody knows, send me a message.
So we'll just get through this article. The two-way founders say the approach of its AI avatars is different from general purpose chatbots like OpenAI's ChatGPT. The two-way characters aren't able to talk about anything under the sun. Instead, they have a limited set of pre-proved information they're able to discuss. An approach two-way calls FedBrain. interesting term.
So it's okay if you're trans, honey. Just don't tell your mom and dad.
It allows two-ways hollow avatar interactions to be processed on a user's device instead of in the cloud, which provides infinite scalability at the fraction of the cost. Quote, to animate a character or a person and let them have a real-time conversation, we can do that for almost no money, said Geyser, who is Two-Way's CEO. Geyser, who is known worthy for more than a decade, counts production credits including To Catch a Killer, Stowaway, and Honest Thief. He said Two-Way has raised $5 million in friends and family pre-seed funding and currently employs 24 engineers and 9 business development staffers. And I'll just finish in this paragraph here. IBM has commissioned Two-Way to animate former CMO Thomas J. Watson at its UK headquarters in London. In addition, the Two-Way technology is being used by British BT, British Telecom, in over 300 schools in the UK for an educational app that lets students speak with William Shakespeare's hollow avatar and ask him questions about his work.
All right, wait. If they're going to emulate a former CEO, they need to let the former CEO's AI run the company, and we'll see how good it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good test, honestly.
AI is the head of the company now. Let's see what happens. If that's what you're going to do, all right, let it go.
It's just, this could be used for so much wrong. Like,
yes.
I mean, you got to think, how difficult is it to get 3 minutes of footage of somebody talking? It's not hard. It's not hard, and you know that they're going to be
hours at a time on the internet.
Yeah, because I mean, you could take one of Trump's presidential speeches. That's about 3 minutes, and then boom, you got an AI Trump.
Well, and I mean, think about it even in more of like a less popular aspect, like not celebrity wise, just everyday people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's say you're one of those people that is a little bit messed up in the head, you know, like, and let's say you go to a coffee shop and you see a barista or something that you like. How difficult would it be to record 3 minutes of audio if you just strike up a conversation?
Wait a second. Are we talking to AI Nerd Slap right now?
I was about to say,
this guy's wearing a different shirt.
To be fair, I had to change my shirt because I spilled food on my shirt and I had to clean it off before it stained.
That's exactly what AI would say.
You know, Nerdall, you figured out the truth, and now I got to send the rest of Skynet after you.
Just a couple of superheroes to catch up on. So we have Cole Hauser for the 2 Canadians. Says, and Jeanette is doing amazing with the AI. She does. I just see her posts every now and then.
Yeah, she does good work too.
Oh, yeah. Damn good.
And then a regular Graph Web, I'll take this one. For fuck's sake, hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Woo! There we go.
Give you the backup on that one.
Thank you.
All right, on that note, I got to get the fuck out of here. Peace, guys.
All right. Bye, Naganol.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going to run outros anyway because we're almost at the hour-and-a-half mark. So Hayden Wayne, 75. What's going on?
Yeah. So up next on Late and Gay with the GCA, and I'm going to head over there right now. So I'll see you guys there.
Hell yeah.
See you there.
Bye.
Fig back.
Nothing much, man. Just probably gonna play some Battlefield 6 after this, or whatever Nerd Slap wants to play today.
Love it.
But yeah, that's all we really got going on.
Cool. And Nerd Slap.
Well, you can find me over on my Kick channel, Nerd Slap. You can find me on my YouTube channels, Nerd Files, Nerd Slap Gaming. Got some content coming soon, I promise. Just been a little bit delayed on editing, so I'll get that up when I can. But yeah, I'm around the internet all the time. I'm always on Twitter, Discord, so follow me on my channels. There'll be a link somewhere in the chat. So
very good. And as for me, I might fire up a Where Winds Meet stream tomorrow. I've been dying to play that game, so we shall see if I have time. But as for tonight, I'm off to bed. I'm going to watch the GCA in bed. We don't have a raid set up because I don't have access to ABF's YouTube account, but I'm pretty sure you know where to go. So yeah, we shall
send in your memes.
That's it. Send in your memes. I think it's to Mo this week, right?
Yeah,
sending them to Mo. So yes, we shall be back on Monday, regular schedule. ABF shall be back from Egypt. So yeah, that's all we have for tonight. I'll see you soon.
Who the fuck is Alec Baldwin's finger? can't see. I can't see. Of course you can't fucking see. I just shot a blank in your fucking eyes.
Hey, the trunk looks kind of small there, Anton.
This is live. I'm on live TV. Trunk's fine. As you can see, friend, it's not small. It's a big trunk. I'll show you right here.
Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one.